Hello traders out there in Traderland, my name's D7 here at Grok Trade. This is weekend edition of video. This video is good through Sunday, January 20th, 2019, and the markets on Friday went in bullish territory. The Dow was up more than 320 points, closing out the week. Everybody up. Very nice gains on Friday. I'm going to explain to you why that is so important. Silver down quite a bit, gold down, VIX dropping. We're at 17.8 on the fear indicator, which is dropping. And Bitcoin's over $3,700 again, and that's an interesting chart I want to look at. All right, checking out the spiders. Okay, last week's video I talked about the Fibonacci's. Thursday, especially Friday, was a key day for me. And here's why. It actually happened Thursday. We were slightly at a close above the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. That was very important. I really felt like Wednesday, this inverted hammer up here, technically this is a shooting star at the top of a run. The shooting star, I felt like that was a good chance for the sellers to come in. The first thing in the morning, we did gap down. The sellers were in control on Thursday morning, but by day's end it rallied up, and I said that is very, very interesting. So because of that, I thought, holy smokes, man, Friday might be a big bullish day. Let's see what happens. Sure enough, boom, to the upside on Friday. If you look at the diamond, same thing. We popped over this resistance, but we smashed our head at this resistance. That's a big time resistance that it's at right now. NASDAQ, we came up, we popped up Friday, boom. Thursday, we broke resistance and then popped up and smashed resistance there. If you look, we're at 78.4 now. That's where we're at here. So we got up past that, the 61.8 Fibonacci. I know there's a lot of lines here. Let me clear some of these off. But Russell's 2000 popped up Thursday. We popped resistance, but we hit resistance. But what's interesting on Friday is we broke this resistance, which is very bullish. That is great for small caps. Financials, we rallied up, and we hit two trend lines. This is a major area of resistance, guys, major. Two trend lines at the same place. We're above most of the moving averages, except the lagging 200-day moving averages up here, but this is a big-time problem for the markets. But if I go back to the spider here just momentarily, let me get rid of the Fibonacci so we can clean up the chart a little bit. I'm going to get rid of a couple lines that don't matter to me anymore. Now it's nice and clean. Look at this upper trend line that we have. See this? That upper trend line. Perfectly placed. This lower trend line. I'm not going to go back. It goes way back. Look at these two lines. Because we jumped up past 68, the Fibonacci level, because that happened, now that 61.8, the chances of this crashing and burning are not very good. I'm not thinking the markets are ready to come crashing down now. And I'm talking to you guys because everything was pointing to that. Friday's candlestick alone tells me that we're looking at consolidation going into the future, not a major sell-off. Now, I say that to say this, we're due for a pullback. As you see, we drop here. We go up, a little pullback, up. We have had a nice run to the upside. We're at a lot of resistance areas. This is a great time to be looking for a big down red leg. But I don't think it's going to be one that's going to crash and burn. I see it staying within these two trend lines for quite a while. So we could be consolidating for several weeks, if not months, going sideways. That is what it looks like. Okay, if I go to crude oil, let's look at the US dollar first. US dollar, we got to sell on it. I'm going to put a buy now on the US dollar. So there's my buy on the US dollar. So if you guys are new, subscribe. Be sure to subscribe. Hit the bell next to it on YouTube so you never miss one of the videos, because they're periodically put out there for public consumption. And you don't want to miss it. So hit subscribe, hit the little bell. And I'm going to look at some tech stocks here in just a moment. And those tech stocks, there's some interesting setups you're going to see, and I want to show those to you. But the US dollar was under pressure. Now it's starting to go higher. If you look at crude oil, if you notice, I put buy and sell signals. I put this for everybody to see. If they're right or wrong, consolidations, they always seem to be wrong. But in trends, they tend to be right, and there's a lot of money to be made using technical analysis to make your money trading. So I definitely do not buy or sell based off of my calls, okay? Because I may or may not be trading those myself. And let me explain this. A lot of people think just because I put a buy doesn't mean I actually buy. If I put a buy, it has to also have the market internals have to be in my favor. Or the stock or the equities fundamentals have to be in my favor, and I have to have a bullish setup that puts the odds in my favor. So there's a lot of metrics that I'm looking at as an expert trader to know if I'm putting my dollars at risk and putting on a good bet in the markets, because the odds are significantly stacked in my favor. Matter of fact, that's what we teach in our training, and we have a training going on this weekend. Mark the Meerkat's teaching right now at this very moment at the time I'm doing this video. If you want to join us next month, it's 3 days. If you want to join us for 3 days next month, let me just tell you what the dates are, if I can pull this up here quickly. February, it'll be Saturday the 16th, Sunday the 17th, and Monday the 18th, and you'll be doing live trading with Mark that morning in the day trading chat room on the 18th. If you are interested in those 3 days, you take it online with us, and you can be at your own house taking it. It's live though, and we're training like you're seeing me here. We're training, and we have our video cameras on, and we're talking back and forth. But it's 3 days. If you're interested in that, just make sure you go to Grok Trade. When you go to Grok Trade, just click on Trading Mentors and fill out the form, and we can talk more about that, okay? That's what you want to do. And here's some classes if you want to take those. And actually, people don't know this, but there's classes down here too. Take these. These are free. I mean, just knock yourselves out. Knock yourselves out. Okay. So, USO, I put a sell here, or a buy here, and we've gone up, and I'm going to stay with my buy. I feel really good about that. Silver, you break my heart. So we gave up some. So our buy, we bought at 1332, and now we sold at 1437. So the gold is going to get a sell also. So that's what's interesting here is you have these defensive type elements, these defensive type securities dropping on Friday. It's telling me that fear is dissipating, that is dropping. So we bought in at gold at 115.5, and we sold at 121. VIX, we sold VIX at $30, and we're at 17.8 right now. Okay, so we bought at $20 here. We go up. We sold at 30, so $29 or $9 there. Wait, 20, and we sold at 30. Yeah, so about $9. And then we sold at 30, and we're right now still at 18. I mean, holy smokes, that's a lot of points there. This is a doji though. What's interesting is I'm getting geeky here. The symmetrical triangle, the apex symmetrical triangle, this area here has been violated. It did break down. It just doesn't look like it's going to rally to me. Just doesn't look like it's going to. I could see this just chopping around, staying below 22. I could certainly see that. The VIX is just not there. So the VIX is the fear. It's an indicator. When the VIX goes higher, more fear in the market. When the VIX drops, less fear in the markets. And yeah, so Bitcoin, woo, I had a sell on it. Now I'm going to put a buy on Bitcoin. I broke a trend line. Let's get into some tech stocks, which, all right, let's do this. Apple. We got a buy on it. It's going higher. Just look for consolidation there. AMD. Somebody was like, you skipped over it. I'm bullish on AMD. Even more so now. Looks good. Amazon. Amazon, I got a buy on it, but I'm going to sell. Let's take our profits. So we are in Amazon at 1466, out at 1696. Woo! There's some points on that dog. Baba, got a buy on it at 139, and we're at 157. Do I want to sell this and just take profits? Maybe, yes. Let's sell that dude. Baidu. Look at this. It rallies up. Shooting star at a fall. And that trend line has been honored, guys. Okay, you sold me. Sold. So we bought it 162 and we sold it 171. Booking, which is price line. Let's get rid of that line. Doesn't make sense anymore. Got a buy on it. It's going up. Fine. Cisco. Cisco. Oh, I was going to say, do I not have a buy on this? But I do have a buy on it. I'll just stay with it. Catfish. I got a buy on it. It's way down here. But it's at resistance. I'm going to put a sell on it. Let's take profits. So we're in at the Cognizant, which I call Catfish just because of the CTSH is what it looks like to me. 62. And we're at 67. A couple points there. Okay. eBay. Whoa. Broke a trend line. That's big. I'm going to stay with my bullish call on that. Facebook is going to get a sell due to the candlestick formation. So we are in at 134, out at 150. Google, we're up. That gets a sell. We're going to sell that. Whoa, put it right over it. Don't want to go too fast. Google with an L gets another sell. So we're in at 1047, out at 1107. GoPro, this is a buy opportunity, guys. We got a buy here. Look for a buy, perhaps. Now this is, I technically shouldn't be doing what I'm getting ready to do here, but this is what we do like in our V newsletter. The Stock Picks V newsletter, if anything that's fundamentally really strong, we will say this is where we would buy it, and we might buy it in our own money too at these areas. Highly probable that we will. But that's, we'll put markers out. So this, maybe if it got over 15 or 514, then I'd feel much better about being in this one. You could get in with a token position on a pop above $5 and then add to it over a 514. Technically, I should not be saying this on this public video. Anyway, but it's a high base that's set up to pop higher. Okay, and that's what we do in our Stock Picks V newsletter. If you go to the website here, Stock Picks V newsletter, where is that? Stock Picks V newsletter is right there. You can check it out. Okay. If I go to Microsoft, ooh, it's up. And I'm going to put a sell on it. Tell me, for extra bonus points, why am I putting a sell on it? What's this candlestick right there? What is that candlestick on Microsoft right there? Now, it's not confirmed, but there's the candlestick. There is a name for it. I want to know what the name is in the description for all you technical geeks out there. Got a buy on Micron, MAU, and it's doing just fine. Netflix was down 4%. You get sold. So we are in Netflix now this is a jab. Anytime you get a jab and it heals itself, look for a major rally. That's exactly what happened. If you guys remember, we talked about this several times. but you don't know if it's a jab. That means it punches through a trend line and immediately heals itself. You don't know if you do not draw your trend lines correctly. And many of you guys listening right now are engineer minds. You are engineer types. You are ones and zeros, black and white. You are problem solvers. That's how you're wired. You have to learn to draw the trend lines precisely. It is not an art. It is a bona fide science. And you can do that, shameless plug, trend line class recording. It's a recording. I taught it. It took me an hour and a half to teach it, but you can take it right there. I mean, everybody should be doing that. That's a no-brainer. NVIDIA, I got a buy on it. I'm going to stay with my buy on that one. Oracle, up, 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 and away gets sold. Boom. We'll put it over the Oracle. We sold it for 49, but we're in at 44 and a half. PayPal. I'm going to stay with PayPal. There's a jab again. See this jab? That's not a jab. That is not a jab. That is not a jab. This is a jab. And look at the rally right after it. Boom, to the upside. And I think there's more to come. Red Hat. I got a buy on it on the pop. So we're still long at 169. It's 175 right now. And Shopify. Ooh, this one is very interesting. So there's another jab. It rallies higher, but it closed above the line. I'm not going to sell this one. I'm not going to do it. Snap is up 7%, 7.67%. I got to sell on it. But that could be a buy soon if it breaks through this. So that's interesting. Twitter gets sold. So we bought Twitter at 28.60. We sold it at 33.27. Money log time. So here, north side of Indianapolis. Whoa, I need my microphone. North side of Indianapolis. Carmel, Indiana is where I reside. And you guys, I don't know if you can see this. Let me do something kind of fun. Okay, I'm going to let you see. I don't know if you can see outside. I don't even know if you guys can see this. I don't know. It's a winter wonderland. I don't even know if you can see it. It's a winter wonderland. It's ice. The trees are gorgeous. Matter of fact, I'm an enthusiast on photography. And let me show you my beast that I use. This is a Canon 7D, not D7, 7D. I'm shooting with a 50 millimeter 1.4. Love photography. I'm an artist by nature, and the trees have ice all over them. It looks like it's been dipped in glass. It's just gorgeous. I love it. But it's still coming down. I don't want to. I'd have to stay in my car and roll down the windows, take photos, so I didn't, ruin my camera. I'm thinking about doing that. Anyway, if you like it. If you have feedback, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the markets. I'd love to just say anything. Say hi. Say I made it to the end of the video. It'd be interesting to find out what different states you guys are from. And it's interesting for all the viewers, too, to see what states you're from. And maybe sometimes you guys can connect with one another. Like I'm in Indiana. Maybe there's, viewers in Ohio or Nebraska or wherever. I mean, Pittsburgh. That we have a lot from California that listen to us, a lot in Texas that listen to us. Hey, California. Then you guys can put where you're from, and maybe you guys can connect as traders in meetups or whatnot. So that is it. Take care, guys. We'll catch up with you later. Bye. Guys, last couple weeks, you've lost probably 8 to 10 times more in your portfolio than what education from us would have cost you. invest in yourself. There's no greater expense than being ignorant and what market tuition will cost you. Do yourself a favor, look us up for mentoring. It's 3 days. We have one coming up. Go to Grok Trade. There's top of Grok Trade. I'm not even going to show you the website. Go to groktrade.com. At the top, there's a button there for hedging. You can take the hedging course. That'll help you during this time so you don't get your head handed to you. But if you want to make money in this volatility, if you're just don't want your head handed to you, then mentoring. I'm not here peddling it to you, but what just irks me to no end is individuals who think that autodidacticism, that's trying to learn something themselves, is the smart way to go. And they think that learning to trade is something that you can get yourself. I'm telling you, I thought I blew through 2 accounts until one day I woke up and thought, I can't do it myself. Don't let that be you. Don't let your money dry up. Don't lose money in the markets. Learn to be savvy. Kill it out there. Be a shark. Don't be bait fish. Be the person out there that's the smart one, that has a system in place. Trading is significant. It can be the best thing that's ever happened to you and your family. Or it could be one of the heartaches, one of the broken dreams of your tomorrow. But I'll pose this one question to you. If you go through our trading mentorship, if you're like, man, I'm in, I don't care what it costs because I'd rather put my money, invest it into education than lose it in the markets. If that is you, ask yourself, after you go, we give you all the tips, all the tricks, we give you everything. We pull out the stops for you and give you everything to reach your full potential in trading. We give it all to you. From this date, 1 year from now, where will you be? How will your life, how will it have changed? That question will tell you everything you need to know. GrokTrade.com. Check us out. Catch you guys later. We'll see ya.